Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on in it. Little fist bump to say howdy. All right. Our topic for today is selling and being lazy. Why it doesn't pay? What? I said selling and being lazy. Why it doesn't pay? Okay, listen, I've been in sales in some form of capacity since the 80s, which is a long time. All right, okay. And one of the things that I've learned over my lifetime being in sales and customer service and just working in general is that if you're a lazy person, because I am telling on me. So when I tell on me, I'm going to tell the whole truth. Because my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all that's got to do with selling. And the first person I need to tell on is old Gary Lee. Because see, I'm a real salesman. I tell the whole truth. Now, selling and being lazy, I can remember like back years and years ago, I had this big competition when I first got into sales, and I had sold like over 301 sales in 1 week, and it was a big deal. Actually, the record has never been beat at that particular company, but I ain't acting like I'm all that in a bag of chips. But in the reality, it was a big deal because I got a big old trophy, a lot of accolades, and some money for college, and all kinds of good stuff. But see, here's the thing. I look back on it and, we had at least 2 more days left in that opportunity. Somebody could have surpassed me. Somebody could have beat me. But because I was kind of feeling like I was all that and I wasn't, a bag of chips is that, I got a little lazy. And then I had to think about this because I've been thinking about it here recently. We had some rainy days and stuff, and, I've been feeling a little bit lazy, and I had to do a video about this because, see, being lazy and in sales, it don't pay. I do my best to try to make money. I'm what you call a commission person, and if you're working on commission, honey, you got to work because if you don't get what? Paid. That's a big deal. And in selling, I love my job. I've been in the career of sales for many, many years. I think it's awesome. But one thing I have to look back on is, do I know people in my business that I've noticed that were mediocre, who weren't doing their best? Because I'm always reaching for the stars. I'm going to get up in that at least 5%, 10% in every and anything that I sell. But I have to look at myself. To thine own self be true. Have I been lazy? Sometimes I probably could do a lot more. I'm not going to lie. And if my employers are watching this, I'm sorry. I can do better. I can always do better. And you're a salesperson, so you need to remember that too. So when you start getting your little sales and you got enough maybe for the week, you might want to consider, am I being lazy? Am I being pushing, or am I pushing enough? Am I pushing myself enough to get to the next level? Because see, I'm going to be quite honest with you. In selling, we get kind of comfortable at a little position. We get a little comfortable with ourselves and ourselves. And then sometimes somebody needs to kick us in the butt or remind us that, hey, listen, don't be lazy. Just saying, don't be lazy, Gary Lee. And I'm talking to you. And see, I got a lot of licenses and certifications, and I can sell all kinds of stuff. But one of the key things that I need to remember is selling and being lazy. It don't pay. It don't pay. The reason why is because I work on commission. We ain't getting a salary, a lot of us. A lot of people don't get salaries. We work on commission. We got to pay our own way, pay our own taxes. We got to do all the things that other people who don't have sales jobs have to do. And, I told you I would tell on myself because, see, I've been in sales for a long time, and I can reflect back in the past in my different jobs than selling that maybe I could have done a lot better job. How about you? To thine own self be true. I have to be honest today because, see, I want you to be the best salesperson that you can be. But remember, selling and being lazy, it doesn't pay. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be mediocre. Because, see, you wouldn't be watching videos like this unless you were thinking outside the box. How can I improve on my career? How can I improve in my selling skills? And if you're being lazy and you're not studying, doing the things to be able to get to the next level, you're kind of cutting yourself short. And I don't know about you, but I want to be in at least the top 10%, top 5%, if not number one. Wow, this is a pretty interesting subject, selling and being lazy. It doesn't work, and why does it doesn't pay? The pay part is that, when you're out there selling, you're going to make some money, honey. We in sales. We work on commission. We're going to make the big cha-ching, the big green things. But if we decide we don't need to do as much, or we need to lay out because we're just tired or whatever, there are going to be people who are going to surpass us. There are going to be people who are going to kick our butts. If you're in a competition, if you lay down because you think you've got it beat, I got everybody beat. I've had people that did that to me, and I beat them because they were being lazy. They didn't see me coming up from behind. And see, you may have people, and you might be real successful, but you got to remember your competition. They ain't being lazy, baby. They going to try to beat you. I know I've been beat before because I was being a little bit lazy and thought I was all that. Being a little prima donna is what I've been called. Okay, I don't like that. That's not a real nice thing. But our topic for today is selling and being lazy. And why doesn't it pay? The reason why it doesn't pay is because we get what we give. You give 100%, 110, 120%, you're guaranteed to going to get the residuals, which is the benefits. Now, in my job, I do a lot of selling. I talk to a lot of people, and I also put a lot of information on people's doors so that I can have people call me back. Now, if I'm lazy and I don't put out those flyers and different things that I put out there, I'm guaranteed not going to make as much money. Because, see, what you put out is like the seeds that you plant. If you don't plant them and garden your little seeds and make sure that they get the water and all the stuff to make them grow, what happens is it slowly dies. So selling and being lazy, it don't go hand in hand at all. Matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. Now, if you want to be a mediocre salesperson, just don't listen to this. Don't listen at all. Because, see, a lot of people that are mediocre salespeople, they don't really care about, the big picture, the holistic approach. Because remember, it's a numbers game. We got people watching us. And see, once you become successful, they expect you to keep being successful. Now, if you're mediocre, they already know what you're going to do. But see, most of the people who are trying to be number one ain't watching this. The people that want to be number one in the top 10% are the people that are going, I know I can do this. So don't be lazy. Just because you got a little cha-ching, sometimes we can be lazy because we got some money in our pocket. So we don't get so hungry. When you ain't hungry, you got to be hungry to make the money, honey. And selling and being lazy, it just doesn't pay. I mean, it just doesn't pay at all. And we got to reflect. Am I being lazy? I have to look at my everyday thing. Am I doing the things that I need to do to be successful? And I'm going to tell you what, I ain't going to lie, I ain't always doing my best. That's the truth. And I need to change. So today I give me an okay, and I'll go ahead and give you an okay and a fist bump that we ain't going to be lazy. We're going to be the kind of people that want to make money. We're going to be the kind of people that people look at and go, damn, they must be doing something I ain't doing. What it is we ain't being lazy. We're going to get paid, baby. We want to get paid. The old saying is if you're going to get paid, what do you got to do for it? You got to work. You got to work. How you going to make any money? Now, not every day is going to be a good day. Some days you're going to have bad days, and some days you're going to work really, really hard, and you won't see no benefits out of it maybe for a while. But see, like the plants, if you cultivate it and you take care of it, sing to it, work hard on it, pray over it, and do your best, it'll make more money in the future. I know it in my own personal life. But I really had to look at this subject because I've had some people say, I feel real lazy. I don't have to work today. And I've seen it. I know people that don't. We use excuses because, see, like when you get a little bit of pocket full of money, it's like sometimes we use excuses. Well, I could do this. I could do this. This is like going to the gym. I got my little guns on. And the reason why I got my little guns on because I show up. I go to the gym. I used to be over 300 pounds. I was a big old fat boy. And I ain't no skinny guy. But at least I know that there's residual benefits by doing the right thing. It pays if you work hard. It doesn't pay if you're lazy. You're probably saying, what has this got to do with selling? It's got everything to do with selling, my friend. Being lazy, I mean, it's okay on occasion, to kind of be maybe a little bit lazy. But see, what happens is being a little bit lazy becomes a habit. What did he say? I said, a little bit of lazy becomes a habit. And remember, people are watching us. See, you may not think they watching you, but see, they got them little pieces of paper. They write down all them numbers, and by the end of the year, they can kind of look at the graph to see what you were doing and what's going on. Now, they know in reality, you ain't going to sell something every day. But if you're a person who comes on like gangbusters and you're kicking butt, and then you finally kind of lay out for a couple of days or a week, it's going to come back to bite you. Like I said, I've been in sales in one form or capacity, over the phone, business to business, retail, and I've experienced in my own personal life when I was doing really, really good that I probably could have done better. It's the truth, guys. I hope you'll be truthful to yourself. I have to be truthful to myself. Because see, I want people to be proud of me, and I'm real proud of you. Boom, boom, because you're watching this video. Selling and being lazy, it don't pay. It just don't pay, and find out why. The reason why is because if you don't make no money, honey, it's kind of hard to pay the bills. You got to be able to pay your way. And see, your companies, they really appreciate you. They need you, and we need you to be successful. We need you to do your best, at least give it 100%. Because, see, a lot of people, they don't give but maybe 25, 50, 60, 75%. And then they go, I don't know why I ain't selling nothing. Well, it's because you're being lazy. Just say it. Okay, I've been lazy before. But, see, I don't want nobody to know that. You know it. And I don't mind people watching this video going, damn, he's telling on himself. He's telling on salespeople about being lazy. Oh, yes, I am. To be successful in selling, you can't be lazy. You got to do your daily work. You got to do what to do. You got to show up every day. You got to make them phone calls, babe. You got to knock on them doors. You got to hang them flyers. You got to hand out them business cards. You got to close some sales. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I know I say a lot of weird stuff, but sometimes it makes sense. And I got a bunch of videos about selling and all kinds of scenarios and different things. I hope you'll give it a look. Don't be lazy. Look at my videos and give me a little thumbs up, and then share that stuff with other salespeople, because people need to know how to be awesome in selling. And I'm pretty awesome in selling. I love it. I love it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, the warts and all. I love it all. And the reason why is because I made it a career. And listen, don't be lazy, because we can be replaced very easily. And remember what I said, people are watching us. Somebody's watching me. Oh, crap. Yeah, they is. And when we're lazy, it shows. So I'm going to get out there and go sell something. I just thought I'd share that with you because, see, God gives me these little flashes of light, this information I need to share sometimes. And a lot of times when I do these little videos, I go back and reflect in my life about different things, because I'm a real salesperson. Okay. So my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a really good conversation about selling and being lazy and why it doesn't pay. I hope you got your answer. I hope you know that, like I said, people are watching us, and I want to be number one. I don't want to be number 50. I want to be number one, at least in the top 5 or 10%. So do me a favor, go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And our topic today was selling and being lazy, why it doesn't pay. I hope you got that. So go out there and sell something.